Yeah, good day, guys. It's your boy Deco Graphics. So I want to show you how to make a professional petit fly on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. So if you are a beginner, you need to watch this. Kindly watch so that you learn how to make an astonishing flyer using your smartphone. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is to bring your background. So I'm accessing my gallery, then I will look for the prepare background which I already saved on my phone. So take it for instance, I have to import this. Sorry. So I need to just bring this one up forward. Okay. So after using this, you just change your stuff to white. Then we going back to gallery. Then we are going to import the picture that we are going to use. So after placing the picture, then we heading back to gallery. We bring an overlay icon, the first one which I selected. So I'm going to position that on top. This will be a kind of a star. So after that has been done, you access back a gallery. Okay, so accessing the gallery, you bring this particular images. Okay, you bring this. Okay, perfect. Then we're going to bring an second overlay to make the background to be darker. So I'm bringing this. Then after bringing this, I will send it towards the back, or I will shift it on top of the images. So to make the whole space to be somehow blur. So after I'm able to achieve that, I will lock everything together. So now I'm having this. So the first thing I need to do is to select a circle. So change the color of the circle to the color of the cloth this particular lady is wearing. So after positioning, doing that, you are going to position at the center. While you are going to go to the text area, you type 18 plus. Now the perfect font for that is called Bibers. I have a Bibers now font. So I'm going to just bring that one there. Then after that, I will increase it a little bit and closing the spacing between 1 and the 8. After closing it, then use your relative position to position to the center. Now don't forget to change the color of the text to white. Now that one will make it to more obvious. Now merge the two together. After merging it, then the next thing you're going to do is to bringing it up to this particular corner. Now accessing your text area and you type drink responsibly. 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 Okay, once you're able to do that, you go to the text area, then you select a font called Poppins Bold. Now reducing the size a little bit. After reduction, then you go into space in between the space the text, space the alphabet just a little bit. Reducing the size a little bit. Position it at this particular corner. Then you are going to merge the two. Don't merge it, just select it together and you are going to position it to the center. Once you're able to do that, you go into the color. Now change the color to make it more darker. After you're able to do that, then we are good to go. The next thing you are going to do is to reduce this a little bit. While you reduce this a little bit as well. Now merging the two together. After that, select it together and you are going to move it down a little bit. After you're able to do that, then the next thing you're going to do is to merge it together and you reposition it to the center. Once you're able to achieve that, accessing your gallery, that will be the next step. Then you select this particular text effect that I've already used to write after the exam. So after the exams, you are going to place and position this here. So once you are able to do that, don't forget to lock all the layers After you lock out the layer, select after the exam text effect. Then you heading back to your shadow. Apply a shadow very well to make it look great. Tap on the plus sign and shift this towards the edge. Now the offset to Y should be around 5 while you shift this offset X to around 5 as well. So after you are able to achieve that, the rest are so simple. We go in back to, not we don't need to go to our gallery anymore, but we need to go to our text area. Now type a word party, then accessing your gallery, to your font area, then you select a font called get show. So after you're able to do that, you increase the size to make it more obvious. Now we have after exam party. You can see, right? So we are going to position this a little bit around this particular place. So once you are able to do that, then the rest thing we are going to do is to change the color to white, since we have our background to be black. Now that you are able to achieve that, you can use your relative position to position to the center. Once you're able to do that, you can reduce the size a little bit. Now we'll justify to the center. Now cool. Now once you're able to achieve that, you go to the uh, shape. Now carve out a shape and crop it a little bit. Now bring it to the particular side and you crop it. Don't let it exceed the line of the P. Now copy the same thing and you have it position it here. It's better to use a grid as a kind of a line of demarcation. Now for you to be able to see if the two are absolutely right. Once you're able to do that, go in there and change the color. So after changing the color, change the second one as well. So once you're able to achieve that, now you can now go into the text area. Now type your text, add what we call the Friday, September 2024. So we have it at the part of this corner. Now we are going to access our gallery. We have a font what we call an archivo. So we are going to select an archivo. The Friday we take the medium, while the other one will be bold. So we will have those one to be bolder than uh, September. So I'm going to select semi-bold. So we'll have something of this nature. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring them together a little bit. Sorry. I will close the spacing between those words. So and change the whole color to white. So after closing it a little bit, you accessing your color, then change the color to white and you make sure that it's pure white. So once you're able to select that, reduce the size a little bit and you have this at this junction. Another thing that I want you to do is to try another font if this is not okay. We have what we call the stretch font. So I'm going to use that. So using the stretch font will be the best. I'm going to select that because of the nature of the shape I selected. Now leaving it is let there be space in between the right up and you reposition it very well. After you position it, the next thing we're going to do, we align to the left. Now let there be space in between the alphabet as well so that it can be readable by spacing it a little bit. So the next thing we need to do now, we are going to copy the text so that we will not stress ourselves in modifying it anymore. So I'm going to select the 9 p.m. at this particular junction while I'm going to hold on with the prompt. Now I'm positioning the 9 p.m. around this particular area. After that, I will copy while I'm going to type prompt. So the prompt will be too bigger. So I will reduce it to be in line with this. So reduce it very well. Okay, perfect. Now bring this one down. Okay, very cool. Now we centralize it as well to make sure that it's cool. So once we're able to do that, then the next thing I'm going to do is to accessing my text area where I'm going to type only only launch arena. So where we will call an only launch arena. So once I'm able to do that, I will just let there be space in between. So I will just go into the text area in the font area where I'm going to select the popping board. Now reducing the size a little bit and let there be space in between the right tab, okay, just a little bit. So after that I will increase the size a bit while I'm going to position it at the center. Now after position it in the center, go into the color, change the color to white. Okay, very cool. Now you can leave the space, let there be small space in between those alphabet alone, okay, so you can bring that down. So what I'm going to do next is to go into my gallery, then bring in what we call a color. So I'm going to bring like a color. So let's say I brought this particular color, so I'm going to position this at the bottom, okay, so I'm going to send that towards the back. So after sending it to the back, it will be on top of this. Okay, so I'm going to, okay, perfect. So once I'm able to do that, I will make sure that I lock it. Okay, cool. So now I'm able to have this, but I'm thinking the font is too thick. So I'm going to look for poppings that are not that kind thick. So we have something of this nature. So I will go to just locate it. Once I found it, we're good to go. Now I will go into the text area again where I'll put the address. So we have opposite AZ Plaza, AZ Plaza shopping mall. Okay, perfect. So after that has been done, then the next thing I'm going to do is to reduce the size very well. So after the reduction, I will just smuggle it and position it at the bottom here, increasing the size a little bit. Okay, then while going to the font area and looking for popping that won't be too thick like the other one, okay, so I will look for the lighter one or the medium. This should be cool. Then I will space it a little bit while still reducing the size. Now go to relative position and position to the center, and I have the color being changed. Perfect. So after that has been done, you go into the text area and put the reservation number. Reservation. So where we have the number plus 234 734 660781. Now you put a slash across and put 234 8116264170. You can actually put the number of your choice. So this is for educational purpose. So now I'm positioned this here. I will reduce the size a little bit. So after the reduction, I will space the alphabet a little bit, just a bit. So after that has been done, I will centralize to the center. While we shift this a little bit towards the only launch, and everything will seem to be cool. So bringing this one down a little bit, why this will be at the bottom of it. Okay, perfect. Now changing the color to make it more blending. So I'm just going to this particular area and have the something of this nature. Perfect. Why this will be changed as well. Perfect. So now we are good to go. The next thing we are going to do now is to copy. So when you copy, we have a music policy. So close the spacing between the alphabets, okay? Then bringing that to this particular area. So bringing it here, then change the color to this. So after doing that, we are going to just copy this again while we have a hype policy. So we are going to have that around here. So after we're able to do that, you can turn on your grid to mirror. Use it as a line of demarcation. You can see we are absolutely right. So what we need to do next is to go into the text area. So while we are going to have lucky chat. Then the second one is Osmama Kit. Okay, cool. Now, which font are we going to use? So I will prefer to use Bibas font. Okay. So using a Bibas font. So if I use a Bibas font, I don't want it to be too thick. So I'm going to reselect. Now position this here. Okay, then address the color again to make it more darker. So you can bold it a little bit. Then after bolding, you space it. So once you do that, you copy. Then you have Yamato Kelos if. Okay, so position that around there. Okay, I'm good to go. So now reduce the size to this a little bit to make it look real. Okay, perfect. But let there be more space anyway. Do the same thing to this one. Okay, perfect. So what do we need to do next? We are done with everything. So what do I need to do next? I will go into the text area, I have my own plus sign, and then go into the color, give it an appropriate color, find an appropriate place to place it. So take it for instance, I'm bringing one plus here. I will reduce the size, reducing the size a bit. Then I have a position here. So I can still do the same thing by copy and bring it down. Find an appropriate place here. Just put a plus sign and change the color to white. So you can do the same thing as multiple or as many as you want to position another one there. Then copy. So you can slide down. So we'll position another one here. Okay, perfect. So now we're good to go. This is how to make a professional party after party exam poster on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab. Thank you for watching. I believe we'll learn something from here. Don't forget, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing, share, and turn on the notification bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I update my channel with an amazing video like this. And if you are not new to my channel, please subscribe, turn on the bell icon, and please drop your comment on your way out so that this will be able to motivate me to create more. So don't forget to save your work as I do say as an ultra, and don't forget as well to save it as an PNG for better resolution. Thanks for watching.